NASCAR on NBC from sunny South Florida with the Pennzoil Freedom 400 just past the 1/4 point, and young Casey Atwood is leading in Ray Evernham's Dodge. Our Dodge track fact: 8 NASCAR championships decided at this speedway. A couple of Winston Cup, couple of Busch Series, couple of Gatorade All-Pro, and a couple of Goodies Dash Series. If you're not familiar with the latter two, they are some of the various NASCAR tours that run all over these United States. Well, they got like 13 different touring series, including the Winston Cup.
This Tony Stewart is unbelievable here at this speedway. That's him in the 20, the orange car. The 19 is the leader. Tony Stewart started 22nd. Casey Atwood started 2nd. And Tony Stewart is about to take the lead.
Told you.
Well, I know.
Just joining us, Wally predicted in his opening comments today that Tony would not have any problems moving through traffic to get to the front and contend. He didn't make a bold prediction that Tony would win. He stopped short of that, but he said he wouldn't have any troubles.
But this seems to be the place. Turn 2 looked like he really gained on Atwood last time off turn 2. Now up in turn 3 and 4, it looked like he might have lost some distance to Casey Atwood.
I think he had to pass that car, and that's why it looked that way, BP. He is the fastest car, I think, in the middle of 3 and 4 than anyone I've seen right now.
Tony Stewart, 2 here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. He's had a great deal of success here. He may be finding even more right here.
And he cut that car right in the center of that turn.
New leader, Tony Stewart. Stewart leads at Homestead. Those aren't unusual words.
You know, everyone talked about the Dodgers, what an advantage they had here. And in all sports, they say to be the man, you know, you got to beat the man. With this racetrack, Tony Stewart, he's showing you that he is the man. He might not win today, but these guys will have to pack their lunch. They're going to beat him.
Led 44 laps in his 99 win, led 166 of 267 laps in his win a year ago. Now at lap 79 of 267, he's out in front for the first time. Despite the great success here, Tony still finds this mile-and-a-half track very challenging.
It's one of the hardest because it's so low on grip that, you know, and the corners are so big here that it's hard to decide when and how much throttle you can apply. And, you know, most of the tracks we go to, when you get rotated in the center of the corner, you can be flat on the floor with it once you get back in the power, but you can't do that here. It's a track that you got to use a little more finesse, and as the tires wear out, you got to work a little harder as a driver.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, you do. Benny and I were talking about this yesterday. You have to work really hard to get around this racetrack because you're never going to get the car perfect. So you're always catching the car, you're always turning it, and especially if it's loose, it could be a long day.
Matt Kenseth having some problems. Was running 8th. He's dropped back to 14th. Marty, what's going on?
And they had been as high as 5th, Alan. Heartbreaking news for these guys. Matt radioed in, said it feels like the engine is starting to go. Then he radioed in about a minute later, said it feels like we've broken a valve spring. They are certainly on 7 cylinders when he runs by us. Sounds like it's almost a battery problem or something. The car's sputtering, if you will. They will bring him down pit road momentarily, but losing positions by the busload, as Benny would say, on the racetrack. Caution on the racetrack.
Yellow, yellow.
Caution is out for possible debris, maybe from Matt Kenseth's car. And now the update is they're checking for oil in turn 3 and 4. As a matter of fact, it was Jeff Green reported in that he spotted some oil in turn 3 and 4. They're going to put the caution out and take a look.
Tony Stewart did not want to see this caution flag because he had things going his way.
First one of the race, lap 83. Leaves 28 cars on the lead lap. Joe Nemechek had just been overtaken by the leader, put him a lap down. Tough luck for last week's winner. Kenny Wallace there in the yellow car, caught a lap down, the Pennzoil machine.
That right rear tire on Tony Stewart's car to me just looks weird. Looks like it's bathed in oil. You know, these tires have, the Goodyear is in yellow, and you can normally see that, but it seems to be disappeared and gone on the 20 car. Maybe it's an optical delusion, but...
there you go. You beat me to it. Maybe he just kind of scuffed that yellow lettering off on that pastel green wall.
Well, that could be. He could have just brushed the tire up against the wall, or another car knocked that yellow off.
Second set of pit stops. These will come under caution. Be at lap number 83. Stewart, Atwood, Elliott, Gordon, and Marlin are the top 5 coming in. You don't need a full load of fuel. Anybody try 2 tires for track position? Let's find out. Marty?
Sterling running 5th, Alan. He says he doesn't know what to do to catch those guys in front. It will be a 2-tire stop for Sterling Marlin and no adjustments. Matt?
Tony Stewart, the leader of the race, no adjustments on the 20 car. They will just go with 4 tires and fuel as Jeff Gooch Patterson packs in that fuel cell. To Bill.
They have warned Casey Atwood to take care of the right front. It's a small air pressure adjustment because he's been a little bit loose. Had a lot of trouble on the left front. That's going to cost him some positions. More dodges Elliott as they head out. A lot of traffic down here. Dave?
Disappointing for Jimmy Johnson. He liked the car so well they weren't going to make any adjustments, but they had a slow time on the right rear, and that cost him. He lost spots on pit road. He gave up 18 spots, so they're running well.
The only thing I would say about the 2-tire deal, I don't know, BP, what do you think on this, is that if this place goes green for so long, wouldn't you want to take your 4 now in case it goes green for a long time?
I think those guys will live to regret that. Here coming off pit road, we see that Ward Burton, the 22 car, comes off in front of Tony Stewart. Then comes Bill Elliott.
Casey Atwood, but Sterling Marlin with just 2 tires is going to be your leader off pit road. Here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway, still under caution, Sterling Marlin has won the race off pit road, taking just 2 tires. Our NASCAR Busch Series update, Joe Nemechek with his 3rd victory here in Miami yesterday. Last week's Winston Cup winner not faring as well today. He's a lap down in 29th. Kevin Harvick wrapping up his championship season. Final margin, 124 points over Jeff Green. Harvick dominated yesterday's race, blew the engine up, trying to end his season with a win. Craftsman Truck Series, Jack Sprague was the 2001 champion, his 3rd such title, edging Ted Musgrave for that mark. And of course, next November, all 3 of those championships will see their season's final race happening here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. Still cleaning up the racetrack, so let's take another break. Sterling Marlin is the leader.